For many people, pets are dear and treasured companions who would never want to part with. For some people, though, the overwhelming reality of the cost of veterinary care or basic upkeep means that they are forced to surrender their animals to Humane Society or rescue. But despite the large number of resources for surrendering pets, far too often people still choose to abandon them. Today, we're looking at the tale of two dogs discovered all alone in the back of a pet store. On a quiet Saturday night, an unnamed couple walked into a Petco in Allen Park, Michigan. Alongside them were two senior dogs, believed to be a mother and a daughter. They were on leashes but had no collars. Instead, the leashes had been dangerously looped around their necks. When staff informed them that that was not an acceptable way to secure their dogs and that, for liability reasons, such leash configurations weren't allowed in the store, according to Julie Sly, who was shopping in the store at the time, the couple insisted that they forgot the dog's collars and they just needed to get something quickly. They then proceeded to the back of the store where dog food was stocked, as well as where the customer washrooms are located. The staff didn't notice immediately that the couple had slipped out of the store undetected and without purchasing anything. But a short while later, they heard whimpers emanating from the washrooms. That's when the staff investigated further. Inside the washroom, they found the two dogs. Marigold, estimated to be around 11 years old, and Daffodil, who's believed to be around 8. The two Labrador Retriever, German Shepherd, and Pit Bull crosses were very friendly with employees, but were described as frightened and confused. As staff gave the dogs a quick check, they realized that neither of them were spayed, and both displayed signs of overbreeding, infection, and heartworm infestation. It is unknown just what horrors these dogs may have experienced before reaching the Petco washroom on Westsider Drive in Allen Park. Regardless of what had brought them to this point, the Petco's manager wanted to ensure that they were properly cared for, so she contacted someone with a local animal rescue group. But no one from the organization was able to pick them up. That's when Carol Lair from the Pet Ownership Education Team became aware of the situation and reached out to the store. The Pet Ownership Education Team, or POET, is a not-for-profit organization with a large presence in Westland and Garden City, Michigan. However, the organization is also dedicated to saving dogs throughout various other parts of Southeast Michigan, wherever they are available. Discussing the abandonment, Lauren Boson of POET said, quote, "We don't know the circumstance of what or why they were left. Someone could have thought that this was the safest place for them. We don't really know what happened." Unfortunately, it was too late that night for Lair to reach the store, so the dogs were kept in an office at Petco, where they were given food, water, and some comfy bedding, until morning, when Lair and her husband picked them up. Lair describes the ride back with the happy pups. "On the way to Foster, Marigold climbed over the seats and crates in my car to sit on my lap in the front passenger seat. She then proceeded to roll the window up and down and move the seat toward the windshield. Once they reached the Foster home," Lair said, quote, "they got very playful in the yard of the Foster's house, running around and chasing a ball." In an update on their Facebook page, POET has said that the dogs are doing very well and will be receiving an evaluation from a vet in the coming days. They have also said that the pair will need to be adopted together. Daffodil has grown very attached to Marigold, and they are considered a bonded pair. For most of us, it's nearly impossible to imagine abandoning an elderly pet in a strange restroom. Surely, Marigold and Daffodil were confused and lonely as they tried to understand the sudden disappearance of their owners. Lair said that people may find the situation comparable to dropping off an unwanted baby at a police or fire station, but in reality it isn't a fair comparison. In that situation, the child is being surrendered to a responsible, trained person who will ensure that the child's basic needs are met. What the couple should have done was contact local rescues, shelters, or the Humane Society. About their decision to leave the pets in a public restroom, Lair says, "Anyone could have walked in that bathroom and taken those dogs as bait or harmed them. We don't want to set this up as a protocol."